Sorry everyone, I don't know what happened. It just like, I guess it shut off because Miss Hustle, I got it on my phone here that she said, hey, where'd you go? So I don't know if something was up my internet that just like canceled the live stream. I'm gonna see if I can get me back up again. Videos over here. Pulls up again, then I'm going live. Okay, here we go. Live now. Technology, right? Hey, Matilda. Sorry about that. Technology. Okay. I'm not going to touch anything. I'm going to see if it runs. So, sorry about that, Matilda. Sorry about that, Jason, and everybody else who came in. Sorry if it cut off. I don't know what happened. I know that my router that I have is very outdated. I have to get a new one. And the modem that I have, it's probably an old Comcast modem that I'll have to have them. Well, I'll have to take it into the shop itself and just replace it out. Yeah, I don't know what happened, Jason. It just went poof. I was sitting here showing books, I was talking, and the only thing that was left on my screen in the chat was you saying it's over, and I wasn't sure if you were talking about the Great Legends auction or not, so I just kept showing books. Hey, Miss Hustle, there you are. And then I looked down at my phone and I saw Miss Hustle left me a message saying like, hey, where'd you go? So hopefully things are going to run good. I'm just going to make sure before I start showing books, because I don't know what books were left off that everybody saw. But thank you guys for coming back to watch my late night stream, Attack Comics. No one wanted the Joker tat? Are you sure? Or maybe it was... God. Matilda, I'm positive somebody wanted that Joker. And, gosh, I have to remember now who it was. I'll go back and I'll watch the video that I watched. It was either on a video or I saw in the chat. Either way, Matilda, if I can't figure this one out, I'll take that Joker and I'll just send you a picture, because that's a sweet Joker. Yeah, the one you did for Kyle, I believe this one. Hey, Diamond, how you doing? Diamond Love. If nobody hasn't checked out the channel, check it out. Yeah, because I'll definitely take it if no one else does. Because that's a sweet Joker. But I'm only positive. I remember that somebody, maybe it was a video I watched and somebody was talking about your video and saying how they would like that Joker. Because I watched the video that Joker 68 did for you. It was a great video. Great video. So, yeah, I can't remember what books maybe you guys already seen like what, 3 of the books? I think probably. I'll just show them all again if that's cool, because I don't know where it cut off. Yeah, it is really. I mean, all of her drawings. I like how Matilda will take a lot of her drawings. She does them up as pop figurines. I haven't seen really anybody do that at all in the YouTube community. And so I love her drawings, especially the one where she did of Gambit. She had 2 Gambits. The one that cracked me up was when she got to her Iceman one. She goes, "Ah, the hair is crap. Who cares?" I was just laughing. Ugh. So, well, I'll show these 2 things. I know these things didn't get in my stream before it cut off. You know, I collect those mystery minis. And for the Spider-Man mystery minis, I'm trying to get the exclusive now. But I got a freaking Doc Ock again. So now I have 1, 2, 3. I have like 3. Well, I had 4, but I gave one to my son. So now I got like 3 of these. So I'm going to take this little guy here. I'm going to go trade him in and at my LCS at Radar Toys. Okay. Maybe that's where I got confused in. But I could have sworn somebody talked about that Joker and they wanted it. But if nobody wants it, if I can't figure it out, Matilda, sorry, I'm trying to think at the same time. Can't do that. But Matilda, yeah. If I can't figure out who said they wanted that Joker, I'll definitely take it. Yeah, so I'm going to trade this little guy in and get another little Mystery Mini at Radar Toys because they have a shelf. So I was putting there next to my other Spider-Mans. But then I saw these before and I kind of passed up on them because they're like $4 a piece too. But I figured, you know what, these are pretty sweet. They're the Avengers Infinity War collection. But I was trying to get the Thanos, I couldn't get the Thanos, and I threw away the bag race, so I can't really show you the other characters. But this one right here, this is, I believe, Black Widow. She's got the blonde hair. But they come in these little cool tubes. And they're like $4.99, and they were at Target. And they only had one box left, and when I first saw these, they had like at least 4. So I'm guessing that they're not going to be really replenishing these anytime soon, so I might want to start going back and see what other ones I can grab. They're $4.99. Come in these little nice tubes. It says the. Let's see if I can do this right. Back it up. Oh. Nope, I'm not doing it right. My left is your right, and your right's my left. Yeah, I'll take the Joker, Matilda. I'll take it. Definitely will. Oh, cool. Cool, Miss Hustle. But yeah, gosh, see, I'm not... Okay, there we go. So I can hold it there. It says, like, right there on the bottom says Avengers and stuff. It's pretty sweet. It's got a nice little detail to them. But you can take these and you can stack them up on top of each other or hook them off to the side right here and just make a whole little case of them. These are pretty cool. So I'm going to start probably collecting those and have a whole bunch of little knickknacks all behind me. And there's Frosty Gnome for you, Matilda. He's back. He was on vacation for a while. Okay, so I'll go ahead and show the books again. Because when I went to my LCS Friday, I went to one of my other LCSs. I just wanted to clear up my box there, and only had three books there. Okay, I definitely will. I will, if I don't get it to you tonight, Matilda, I will send it to you tomorrow. Because probably after this, I'm going to probably try to get my sleep. I slept for about 3 hours today, which is kind of funny. I just came home, kind of took care of things around the house, and then I just went to go lay down in bed and watch some videos, and I fell asleep. I didn't wake up till like, gosh, 5 o'clock, and I got home just a little after 1, and then I met up with Frost at Radar Toys, and then from there, I had to do some shopping, let my daughter spend her birthday money. And while I was doing that, Frost was doing his live stream. Hey, there he is, Frost. What's up? So Frost was doing his live stream about the books he just picked up and talking about just hooking up with me. And I was in Target. I'm trying to get, I'm going around like this with the phone, looking at my phone, watching the show, trying to comment, and I kept losing reception inside of Target. Yeah, naps are always good. I just rarely get them. When I do, I'm out. I'm literally out. But yeah, these are books that I grabbed when I went to Radar Toys, when I went to Nostalgia Comics. So I'm just getting so excited. I don't know why either. Maybe because I'm lack of sleep. But when I went to Nostalgia Comics, I have 3 books on my pull there, and I always want to make sure I go there. Your birthday's in June? Nice. Yeah, my daughter's birthday, her birthday is on the 23rd, and May. Her birthday is May 23rd, and we already celebrated and stuff, but we didn't go out to allow her to spend her birthday money, because like I was telling Frost when I met up with him today, she put a hole in the wall in her room. And so I told her, I said, hey, you did that destruction to your wall, you have to pay for it to get fixed. So, you know, she had a fat wad of money, and she thought I was going to have to spend the whole wad of her money for her birthday. And I didn't, actually, because right after I met with Frost, I went right over to the hardware store out there, and I was able to get a whole patch kit for her wall for $9, and she was really happy. She was like, "Oh yay, I still got money." I said, "Yeah, I still got a lot of money." You want to go comic shopping? Well, hey, if you ever come to the States, me and Frost can probably take you around, or I'll take you around, whatever. I'll show you. I'll show you all the places I go to. She took her baby doll, Miss Hustle, and because I sent her to her room, and she took her baby doll, and she was upset, and she didn't mean to, but she did it, and she was slamming it, and she hit her wall and put a hole about yay big, and so I told her, you gotta pay for it. So when it cost her $9, she still had $40. So right after I left the hardware store, I went to Target. And that's when I saw Frost was on. I was trying to communicate there in the chat with Frost, and see the books he picked up. Because I did see the books that he grabbed. At the same time, you can Frost was even saying my kids were behaving pretty good in the store, but I had to keep my eye on them, make sure they weren't doing anything stupid that was going to cost me more money than I wanted to spend inside the comic book store. Yeah, it was great running into Frost. It was two days now I got to run into Frost. Not run into him, but we met up and stuff. But each time I had to have kids with me, so really couldn't hang out with my bro and talk books and just everything else. I'll make sure I'll make sure that they're wheelchair friendly, Matilda. I know that Nostalgia Comics is. Radar Toys, the doors just open, boom, you go right in. So when I got at Nostalgia Comics, which Frost didn't see these because we didn't meet up at Nostalgia, is I got so I have 2 copies of this one. It's Amazing Spider-Man 800, Alex Ross cover. I gotta get bags and boards. Oh man, do I gotta get bags and boards. Then I got my Daredevil 603. So the Spider-Man, Daredevil, and Batman are the only ones I have on my pull list at this LCS. But I did just recently, when I was there, I added the Captain America relaunch one because Alex Ross is doing the covers for that. And I also told him I wanted the Hulk, the new Hulk one coming out, because it's supposed to be a whole different story, which sounds really interesting to me from when I read and from what I was told. You can't even see what Frost is saying. Oh, sorry, Miss Hessel. And then here's the Hunt for Wolverine. This is number 1. It's the variant edition, which on the back it shows you the other titles that are running with this story. I got the Daredevil one. I showed that in my last haul. Did I see the Wonder Woman Lantern Cat? No, I haven't seen that. I remember the last video I watched, you were showing all the thumbnails that you did, and you were talking, you showed like all the little thumbnails you did with all the like superheroes and then the evil ones, and you were saying you thought you did better on the evil ones than you did the good guy ones on the logos. And then I found this one. It's Batgirl number 1. It's a sweet little cover done by I always say NATO, but it's N-O-T-O, so I believe it's NATO, but it probably could be NATO. That's a pretty cool cover. Figured it isn't bad to always grab number 1, especially if you get it for $1. I'll give it a shot. Then I found this one. It was for $2.99. That's what I pay, no tax. Yeah, there's a lot of Batgirl covers that I was going to buy a long time ago, but when he told me that they were selling for cover price and these were back issues, I didn't want to spend that kind of money, because the other guy that works at the store told me they were only $1. So like, okay, $1, not a problem. But when I got up to the counter, oh, okay, so okay, cool. So the other guy told me, he said, oh, it's only $1. I'm like, sweet. So I grabbed a whole bunch of Batgirl books, and I believe it was the New 52. When I got to the counter, he says, no, they're cover price. And I was like, oh man, I had a fat stack. I mean, I had a stack about that big. You can ask Frost. When I go to a comic book store, I don't just grab like 1 or 2 books. Really, I grab fat stacks. And, so I put them all back, and then about a week later, they're all $1. Like, that sucks. Anyways, this one was $2.99, and it's Marvel's Greatest Comics, featuring the peerless power of Silver Surfer, and it's starring Fantastic Four. Yeah, it's a great cover. You got Silver Surfer fighting the thing there. Okay, I'm gonna check that out, Matilda. Is that that wasn't in your recent video though, right? I don't mind watching videos. I'll go back and I'll go back to where I first watched, and I'll just start watching, and I'll find that one. I'd like to see that picture. Then these were in their glass case, and it's pretty cool because Nostalgic Comics, Frost can definitely contest this. He's been there a couple times. In fact, when he moved up from Cali to Oregon, I ran into him there at that store, which was really cool. He was getting some cool figurines. But they have these glass cases, and underneath there, they'll put these books out, and they're trying to sell them, of course. And they'll have them in there for maybe about a week or 2 weeks, and then they'll swap them out and put different books in. But they have these Brave and the Bolds, and it's issue 153 and 154. Now there's a lot of condition to these, especially on 154. It's a little bit rolled. You can see the pages, and they're off-white, which I don't care. And there's some creases in the front that break color, but I didn't care about that. I just asked him. I said, "Hey, is the cover attached? Does the staples look good?" And he says, "Yeah, here, you can look at it." So I looked at it, and he's like, "Yeah." He says, "There's nothing missing from these books, just for the simple fact of the condition, the front cover, and that's why they were only $2 a piece." So I couldn't leave them there. I wanted these, and they're the price on these books were 40 cents, and it's the publisher was Whitman. So and he was explaining to me how Whitman Publishing, to find those books are really hard, for one, and to find them in any type of condition, they're worth picking up. And for me, I love collecting the Brave and Bold, especially because a lot of it had to do with Batman, at least ones I've always run into. And I'll just stop talking. I'll just show the covers. This is 153. So I was really happy to grab these. I told him I already bought my books. I just still can't figure this stupid camera out. It's like my left is your right, and my right is your left. Either way, and the glare sucks. But I couldn't leave these there, so I pulled out whatever change out of my pocket and just bought these books. Wonderland, that's a good name. Just did a stealth buy on eBay. You did win some books at the auction though, Jason. Oh, thanks, Matilda. And then this is issue 154. So the main thing is I can read these books, which is nice. The cover isn't going to fall off, which is great. And this one actually has the barcode crossed out. And I want to say these were considered like variants or limited, really, because of that. But that part there really doesn't matter to me that much. But it's still cool. It's kind of like a plus when I do find them, and if I can get them at a good price. Well, I thought you won a little bit on the Legends auction, didn't you? Or no, mostly they were picking on you. They were picking on you in there about betting or something like that. Okay, I definitely will, Matilda. Are you talking about these? No, I didn't. I didn't win these on an auction. I'm basically a spectator when it comes to auctions. I usually don't auction. I mean, I usually don't bet in these auctions, just because it can get me in a lot of trouble. I wanted to bet tonight when Murphinator showed those Daredevil books. I wanted to bet on that lot so bad. I mean, there was there was at least 3 books in there that I already have, but there was the rest of them I did not have, and I wanted them. Or they weren't really picking on Jason. They were just kind of teasing. You know, they tease. Yeah, let me get to these ones. Saw these X-Men books again. Yeah, these ones I had on hold at Radar Toys, and when I met up with Frost today, they were already in my box because I went there a couple days back and I saw what I had on my pull list. Oh, so I had them on my pull list. Well, I'm sorry, I went there to see what I had on my pull list and only had 1 book, so I basically couldn't buy anything that day, but I went and I grabbed a bunch of books and I put these books in my box, and then I came today and I picked them all up when I met up with Frost. And yeah, these the only reason why I grabbed them, well, there's a lot of reasons why I grabbed these books right here. There's 6 of them. 1, it's a mini-series, 1 through 6. 2, they had the complete set. 3, it's an X-Men title, so I'm always buying X-Men titles. And then 4, it was $1 a piece, so I couldn't pass those up. So this is X-Men Deadly Genesis. This is number 1, and this is definitely a cover swipe of the giant size X-Men. They're all zombie styled there. The only thing is, though, in the giant size X-Men, I believe, you know, I know for a fact that Cyclops was not coming through the hole that was torn in the front cover. So it's a cover swipe, but then, you know, it's kind of got different, you know, I mean, Cyclops wasn't tearing through the hole, but it's still just a great cover. So I can't wait to read these books, especially since I got the whole set. And then here's number 2 of 6. And I believe in this series too, I'm going to have to look it up because, like I said, I haven't read these books. Ah, congratulations, Jason. Hopefully you get that book sent to you in good condition. This is 3 of 6. I'm going to have to look on these books a little bit closer because basically this is 4 of 6, and this character right here, he's one of the Summers brothers right there. So basically he's a brother to Scott and Havoc right there. So yeah, and the reason why I say that is because this next issue shows him right on the front cover, and he's standing over his brother, and it says the 3rd Summers brother unleashed. So I'm going to have to look these up and see if that one right there is like the first appearance of them, this would be the second, or this would be like the very first full appearance of them. I don't know. I have no idea. But like I said, I'm just glad I found the whole set. Got them for $1. And I can definitely read this story. And this is the last issue. Yeah, I saw that video too today, Matilda, for 500 videos, right? So you give away 2 books. Yeah, I have to do a support video for RC3 Art. It's going to be his 100 sub contest. He hasn't reached 100 yet, but I just want to do a support video for him. I love that guy, man. He's such an awesome guy, especially with his great box that he has, Web Crawler Comics. Pause that, someplace. And then I'll have to do a support video for you too. That'd be cool. Definitely want to do one. And then there was one other one too I wanted to do a support video for. Okay, and then here, and this is what I should have been buying when I was there, but no one really grabs these books. At least I always see them there. At least the ones I know I need, I already stacked them nicely in the short box, so I don't have to go thumbing through anymore. They're there, and every time I go there, I just check that spot, and if I see they're undisturbed, like no one's touched them, then I know no one's been grabbing them. Yeah, you just got to comment to get in. Yeah, I figured I'd still shoot a video. It'd be pretty fun. But I know you just got to comment to enter your contest. Yeah. I figure if I shot a video for you, Matilda, maybe I'll show some art. You know what I mean? Support you in showing art. So. But here's X-Men Classic. This is number 63. I needed this one for my run. And after today, I believe I'm down to only 26 issues left. I want to say 26. Let me look at my phone real quick. Okay, I see you just sent me a message, but check real quick. Yeah, 26 issues now. And then I'll be done with, be right back. Okay, Jason. Then I'll be done with X-Men Classic run. And then this is number 106. Rogue on the front cover. My favorite female character of all time. Hey, JLS. How's it going, man? So yeah, only 26 issues left. And they have, I want to say, they probably have about maybe 20 more issues there at their store that would help me even knock it down to then I'd only be down to 6 issues, just like I am with my Web of Spider-Man run Volume 1. So I just can't wait to complete both of those, and then I'll be done with Web of Spider-Man Volume 1, X-Men Classic, and Volume 1, and then I've already finished my X-Factor run, so that one's complete. Where all the cool kids are tonight? So you're saying I'm cool, JLS? Thanks, man. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. It's actually hot in my garage. I got 2 fans going on. I don't feel cold at all. The only thing that's cold right now is my beer. My beer. Not my beard. My beer. Then these were on my... Because this was the book that was in my box. Glasses and smiley face. Thanks, JLS. You saying that means a lot. But this was the only book that was in my pull list, so when I went there that day and I didn't buy any books, this was the only thing that was in there. It was Hit Girl number 4. So I was really glad to finally pick this one up. And this is probably the first one in my series of this that isn't a black and white cover. So I guess they didn't come out one for this one, or maybe they didn't receive it at the store. But either way, I'm just glad I got this. I could finally read this issue. And that was when I put all these other books on hold. It was 90 there. Jeez. See, I love the cold. I love the cold. I like, as hot as I like it to get is probably like 75 or 80. Anything over that, I'm just like, here's Old Man Logan, number 40. And I called my LCS, I called Radar Toys. I called them up and I asked them, I said, hey, there's going to be 2 issues coming out for this Old Man Logan that I really want to get, and it's going to have Kraven on the front. Davis Confines posted that in this little chat room that I'm in with a couple other guys and my brother, and so he posted these 2 covers that are coming out for this series here, and I told him, I said, hey, since I've already had 3 of my books come off of my subscription because it ended, I said add Old Man Logan because I want those 2 covers. And I was like, okay, not a problem. So can't wait to get those. Yeah, exactly. With cold, you can put on more layers. With heat, you can only take off so much. That's right. Yeah, I don't like it when it's really cold, but I just like it to where 75, 80 is cool with me as like heat goes. Cold, I want to say like maybe cold side goes probably like 45, you know. But I snowboard, so I'm used to the cold. I love it. That's funny. And here's when I get into the bunch of books I just put off to the side, or I put in my box to hold. Some of them are $2, some are $1, but it's a G.I. Joe. This is number 1. It's done by DDP. Anytime I see Snake Eyes or Storm Shadow on front cover, I grab them. And this is where I found a bunch of J. Scott Campbell covers, so I was really glad to grab those for $1. Hey, Count Von Strange, how's it going? That's number 1. And this is number 1, Reloaded. You got Cobra Commander, Baroness, Snake Eyes, Lady Jane, and that might be Duke in the corner, I'm not sure. I haven't read any of these. Mainly grab them because of the covers, not gonna lie, but I definitely will read them. And if I like them, I'll definitely probably chase down the run. Hey, Cholula Comics. I know, what am I doing up so late? Well, I don't work tomorrow. So that's why I'm up late and my kids are asleep. I think my wife still might be watching some TV. She's watching her Real Housewives in New York and stuff like that. This is the only time she can actually have the TV where my kids aren't taking it over. So since I have tomorrow off, which I'm kind of bummed about, because Sundays for me at my job is always time and a half, regardless of what I work. So I was bummed that they gave me tomorrow off, but it just gives me more time to spend with my kids, because tomorrow they don't have school either, so I don't know what we'll do. I want to take them to the swimming pool, but the one closest to my house is not going to be open. Here's G.I. Joe, Real American Hero number 2. This is a J. Scott Campbell cover. And, yeah, like that. Destro on the front, Baroness. Only paid a $1 for it. It was crazy. All the J. Scott Campbell covers only paid $1. Go figure, right? And everything else I paid $2 for on this G.I. Joe run. Here's one with, Zartan. Thank you. Thanking myself, right? Frosty might still be in here. I can't remember if he. Well, I know he works. He'll probably have to work tomorrow. Saturday night nerd party, yeah. Well, I can stay up late. My kids are asleep. My wife can watch TV. She can fall asleep. I can just sneak in there later. Right on, Chula. This is number 3. Got Zartan on the front cover, and it's a J. Scott Campbell cover. Let me pause it. I saw his name on here before. Yeah, it's just hard. It's right underneath the motorbike that he's riding. His name is like right in there. Sorry, everybody, if I'm talking real fast or I'm kind of stuttering over stuff. I think it's because it's late. I rarely do late night tats videos. Here's another J. Scott Campbell cover. You know, and this cover, it's kind of, you know, it's kind of Kaiju Zartan. The chin on oh boy, here, God, his name will come to me in a few minutes. It looks kind of weird, but you know, it's J. Scott Campbell for $1. I'm not gonna pass that up. I mean, it's better than anything I can ever do, honestly. J. Scott Campbell, I love his art. And then this is G.I. Joe This is Image. I'm sorry, the last one was Image too. This is Image, and this is number 9. Storm Shadow and Snake Eyes. Whenever they're on a front cover, I just hope that the book inside will, depict what's on the front, so the story will be good. Because anytime those two guys are in the story together, it's always good for me. I still have the toys of all my G.I. Joes, and I still have both of them. They're in pretty mint condition. Here's another DDP. This is issue number 2. It's Reloaded. Snake Eyes and Mary Jane. It's like the J. Scott Campbell was $1. Okay, this one was $1 too. Cool. I used to know some of them were like $2. And I think we're at the G.I. Joe. Yeah, okay, now we're going into the What If Daredevil Had Saved Nuke. And this is number 48. I believe I already have a copy of this one. JLS, I would love to do that, man. Seriously. I would love to do that, bro. That'd be awesome. Or have a beer together or something, dude. That'd be so cool. I'm not kidding. Because I'm going to be going down to California this month on the 26th. I'm going to be going down there. I'm going to be spending some time with my mom, my dad, because they want to spend some time with my kids. We're going to take them to Marine World, Six Flags Marine World. And while I'm down there, I'm also going to be able to see my brother, but he's going to be gone for 3 days, and then when he comes back, I'll still be able to spend some time with him. And I'm hopefully going to be hooking up with Chula, so I want to give him that picture I did for him. You had that What If, Jason? Well, I tell you what, you did have it. If I find out that I already have this one, dude, I'll just throw it in with the other 2 books that I have for you right now, because all I still have is just 2 books for you. And I'm going to try to mail that out for you on Tuesday. This Monday, I know I'm going to be really busy with my daughter. We're going to be going, me and my wife took the day off, found a sub for herself at the school. We're going to be going to this day camp with my daughter. She's going to show us around. We're going to hang out with my oldest daughter. She's not going to be doing the overnight, though, which I think she would have more fun, but it's just expensive. The all-day thing is cheap, so we're gonna let her do that, but we're gonna go there on Monday. So Tuesday, I'm mailing out your stuff, bro, and I would shoot a video. You know I do, or if anybody watches my channel, whenever I mail out something, I always say Tad at the post office. It's all gravy, nice. Yeah, I can't wait either. True, just to be able to meet you finally, hand you over that picture I drew for you. We're gonna meet the family and all that stuff. It'll be awesome. Dig through some boxes. But yeah, JLS, dude, I would love to dig through some bins. I like hanging out with people I meet from YouTube, especially if I can at cons and whatnot, and just finding books together, and just helping each other out, finding stuff. This is Spectacular Spider-Man 145, and yeah, did not have this one, so this will go in my. I think it's in my 3rd box, my 3rd short box I have of Spider-Man. Oh, Matilda, you have a good night. Thank you for hanging out, and thank you for coming back in when I lost my feed. I appreciate that. And I got your message you sent me, Matilda. So yeah, I'll definitely answer you tomorrow. And yeah, we'll work something out. I definitely would like that Joker print if somebody hasn't already claimed it, which it sounds like nobody has. So I definitely will. Thank you, Matilda. This is my 2nd copy of Amazing Spider-Man 800. Of course, Alex Ross. Love it. So I know Alex Ross, like I said before, he's going to be doing, I know he's at least done 2 covers he's going to be doing for the Captain America, the new relaunch. And I was hoping that Mark Waid would still be doing the writing, but I don't believe Mark Waid is. Hey, Dr. Vanchilla, how's it going? But I put those on my pull list at Radar Nostalgia Comics. Sorry, Nostalgia Comics. I figured I only had 3 books there anyways put on hold, so I figured why not add one more. And then this was the last book I grabbed. It's the variant cover, of course, of Amazing Spider-Man 800. It's the Greg Land cover. This was really the only other one that I wanted. There's a Romita Jr. one. It's nice. I don't mind it. I mean, it looks appealing. It's great and all, but this was really the only one I wanted. For $10 a piece, I didn't want to throw down that much money all at once, because I do have to buy some supplies, some bags and boards. I do have to buy at least 3 more short boxes because my collection is just outgrowing what I have. So yeah, this is the only one I grabbed. So this one I'm definitely not going to read. So I have this one I can read, or I have the one that's out of the plastic, which I will. So these two are pretty much going to stay where they are, not touched by my hands. I'm just going to hold on to them. Grab another beer, might as well. I don't have to work. Gee, Merry Christmas. Oh, thanks, Miss Cecil. Yeah, you know, I'm not kidding. This, I mean, I like the Alex Ross cover. Don't get me wrong. It's really nice. I mean, it's just beautiful. Alex Ross just has a way of telling a story by what he draws. But this one, I mean, I do like Greg Land, and I mean, this one's just fantastic. I mean, I can't get it. I can't stop looking at this cover. You know, it's kind of like when the Superman book came out, number 1000, right? Dr. Ventura, I believe that's what it was. I know I watched Dr. Ventura's video where he was talking about he wanted to do like a party to celebrate that, you know, accomplishment of Superman Action Comics reaching 1,000. And I thought that was an awesome idea, and I hope that party went well for you. But you know, he said he normally doesn't just grab like a whole bunch of different variant covers, but he said this was just one of those occasions. It won't ever happen again, you know. And I mean, I loved that video that you did, Dr. Ventura, and that's why I was definitely trying to chase down the Mike Allred cover. Never could get it, but I talked to the guys at Nostalgia Comics, and Mike Allred constantly frequents their store. I mean, he'll come in, he's got a pull list there with them, and he frequents their store, and most other people there, besides myself now, we know that he does. So if we have anything in our pull box that he did, yeah, you ain't kidding. Yeah, I'm not 50 yet. I'm going to be turning 45 this year, so I'm getting there. You're right, Dr. Mitchell. Oh, Jason, you have a good night, man. Thanks for stopping in and hanging out for a second time, because I do this twice. But since I know that he does go there, I can just, if I have a book that I want him to sign, I can leave it in there, and they'll just hand it to him. He'll sign it and put it right back in my book and come and grab it, which is just great. And I think that goes for any books that I have at my house. I can just take to them. They'll put it in my box, have them sign it. They won't charge me. They won't charge me for it. Mike Allred doesn't charge for his autograph, which is cool. Because I do have some Silver Surfer books I want him to sign and things like that. Oh, which reminds me. Let me just show this. Hopefully it will show up. I'm going to try this one other time before. But the other day, you know, there's it's kind of a joke, but at the same time, it's kind of cool. Randy Amberlin. Hey, Comics at the Bueller, how's it going? Randy Amberlin is, you know, he's a well-known inker in the Marvel business. He's also done inking for like Dark Horse and things like that. But you know, I do have a communication. You know, I can communicate with him whenever I want. I don't bug him all the time, but you know, I just check in with him every once in a while. I'll see how he's doing, see what con he's going to. So if it's anywhere close to me, I'm gonna go, and cause I definitely like to go and talk to Randy whenever I can and buy prints off of him. But so I sent him a text a while back on this picture that I'm doing for Pope Cerebus. Because whenever I send books to people, I like to draw little sketches of either characters that they like, or you know, if it's a character that I'm into at the time or whatnot, I'll just draw them like a little quick sketch, ink it, and send it to them with their books. So I was working on this picture for Pope Cerebus, and I sent it to Randy because I wanted to get his input. And Randy, my Uncle Randy, he just jokingly says, "Oh, who are those people, in the picture?" And I said, "Oh, come on." So I named off the names, and he just, he chuckles, puts a laugh, and he goes, "Well, what are they riding on?" And he goes, "Is that a car?" And I said, "No, they're in a rocket ship flying out in space kind of thing." And so we're joking back and forth, but then he turned around and he said to me, he says, "Hey, did you see the print that I did of Silver Surfer when I was in Hawaii for the Comic-Con there?" And I said, "No, I haven't seen it." So he sent me a text of this picture. Hopefully this will show up. Hoping it will. But Randy, oh man, let me see. Come on, please focus, please focus. Damn it. Come on, there we go, there we go. Is it going to come in? Pull it back a little bit. Oh, come on. Let me then shrink it down. Maybe it's just too big. Oh, jeez. Maybe if I turn off the light. Let me turn off this light, because I really want you guys to see this. It is just an amazing piece of work that he did. Of course, my brother, I showed my brother. My brother's like, "What?" Let me see. Hopefully it'll come in. Come on, please. Ah, dang it. It ain't going to come in. Either way, it's a picture of Silver Surfer. Turn back on the light. Dang it. Sorry, I was really hoping it would show up. But it's a drawing that he did, and he did all the ink and all that stuff on it of Silver Surfer, and he's like surfing in Hawaii, and he's up in the air, and you can see the water just coming off of his board, and the famous mountaintop peak in Hawaii is in the background. And it says Hawaii Comics and Toy Expo. So he shows me this picture. I'm just like, "Oh, wow." I said, "How much and how many do you have left?" So in the joking manner that Randy does with me, it was pretty funny. He got me good. He says the print goes for 500,000 and he's only got one copy left. And he sends me this text saying that. And I just go, "Oh, man. If I had the money, I would." I said, "But I'll just appreciate what you sent me as a picture, and I'm good with that." And then he waits like another 15 minutes, sends me back a text, says, "No, dude, they only go for 20." And he says, "I got plenty." I'm like, "Oh." And, I was like, I said, "Oh, then I at least want 3. So he's going to hold 3 of these Silver Surfers for me. And I'm basically buying one for my brother, just in case if he can't make it up. Hey, Seeking Near Me Comics. Yeah, no. He was joking with me, Seeking Near Me. I swear to God, Randy was, my Uncle Randy. He just wanted to pull my leg to the side to see what I would say, But no, they're only $20, and he, of course, he'll sign it. So I'm going to be buying one for me and my brother, and then I figured I'd have a 3rd copy because my oldest son likes Silver Surfer too, because his Uncle AG likes Silver Surfer. And he should be coming to the Eugene Comic-Con that they're going to be doing pretty soon. And then if not that, he'll be definitely at the Portland Rose City one. And the nice thing about Randy is with the prints that he does, like this isn't one that he did, but I'll just show it. Okay, let's say if it was a print like this, and if you just buy the print, let's say if it was a print like this size, Randy charges about $20, and then if you buy, you also get like another print with this for free, and it would be a black and white print. But if you bought one from him that was in a frame, then he will allow you to. Then it's like $30, and it'll be in a nice frame, and he does have nice frames. I wish I can go in my room and grab one. And then he'll allow you to grab a color print for free. So if you're spending $20 or $30, you're getting about a $10 to $20 sketch from him for free, which is just amazing. There's not too many artist tables that I've gone to that do that. I mean, they do give you deals, but Randy, I always felt he always gives me, he's always given me, and I've seen him give it to everybody else too, just great deals on his prints. But that Silver Surfer one, I want that one so bad, and so does my brother. So I'm like, dude, I'm hooking me up. Hey, Huey's, how's it going? Oh, thanks, Miss Hustle. So yeah, God, I really want to show you guys this picture of Silver Surfer. It is just freaking unbelievable. Let's see if I can get it to show up again. Come on, please. See, I'll do that, but then I won't. You can kind of see the mountainside right there, right? Kind of right there. Yeah, it's a fantastic picture. Damn it. Well, when I buy this, I'll show it off. I always show it off with pride because I'll put that right next to my Doctor Strange that I got off of him, and the one I have of Harley Quinn, Poison Ivy, and Batgirl. Hey, Huey, since you're here, kind of up on my in my chat, JLS was saying he would love to be able to, one day just like me and him be able to dig through some boxes, and he meant like, he'd love to be able to do that, like travel and meet other YouTubers and be able to dig through some short boxes. And I was just kind of telling him, that's what I kind of enjoy. And I remember the first time I met you at a con, that's a meeting you did, and man, I was so stoked when I was able to hook you up, and you were able to hook me up with books that we were finding, especially the Eric Powell, The Goon. That was cool, man. I mean, especially, what did we pay for those books? It was like $1 a piece or 50 cents or something like that. But that was fun, man, hanging out with Huey. I mean, it was great. We were literally just digging through some short boxes, and Huey'd be like, hey, do you got this? And I'm like, no, okay, man. When I came across The Goon, I'm like, hey, let's just pull them all out, and we'll just divide them up. And it was fun. Yeah, that's what it's all about, exactly. It was such a great time hanging out with Huey. Yeah, but I do have a picture in here of the picture that I did for Pope Cerebus, but I can't show it. I really want to show it so bad. Yeah, $1 a piece. Yeah, I think you're right. They're like $1 a piece. Because they were 50 cents. I know. I would have just grabbed them all. Like, here's your stack. Here's my stack. We're going home. Yeah, I'm pretty sure all you know who Comics with Bueller is. If you don't know, please go check out his channel. He's got a great channel. In fact, he doesn't live too far from me. I just got to be able to hook up with him one of these times. In fact, the last Comic-Con that I went to, he was there, but we never got to run into each other, and that was the Wizard World. And we were both kind of disappointed about that there wasn't enough, or there wasn't a good amount of comic book sellers there. It was mostly, for the TVs and things like that. But the Rose City one's going to definitely make up for it. Oh, you are going to the Rose City one. Oh, and you're not sure about the Eugene one, Huey? Okay. Well, hey, Huey, I tell you what, man. Bro, I got your number and stuff. I'm definitely going to the Eugene one because that one, I know Randy's going to be there. And they're still, dropping names who's going to show up. Hey, STS guys. I'm doing good. How you guys doing? That's another great channel. If you guys haven't heard of, go definitely check them out. I love their channel. Two guys, they do a great job. Yeah, Wizard World was disappointing. But Huey, I'm so glad you're going to the Rose City one because I'm definitely going to that. But when I go to the Eugene one, Huey, if I see any good deals, man, I'll start sending you some pics. I won't try to blow up your phone too much, but I'll send you some pics to see if you got the books, dude, and I can pick you up some. That'd be great. But yeah, like you're saying that, Comics with Bueller. Yeah, the Wizard World was disappointing this year, and yeah, and it's definitely like STS guys are saying it's not the same. It hasn't been the same. Yep, exactly. Oh, you'll be there too? Right on, Comics with Bueller. Sweet, dude, we can run each other, man. Be awesome. No, I missed the Sasquatch comic swap. I missed it this time, Huey. It sucked, man, because I really wanted to go. Hey, Paulo Costa, how you doing? But yeah, the Rose City one, like STS was saying, you know, that the founding fathers kind of left, and it has gone downhill big time. They really don't have the pool, I don't feel, anymore, and I know a lot of artists are actually not wanting to participate there anymore. But the Rose City one is popping now. It's doing really good. But yeah, that's cool. Then I can run into Huey and Bueller at that one. It'll be awesome. Yeah, I missed the Sasquatch one. I wanted to go that so bad because my friend Dave, who I met through my friends at Radar Toys, he just travels. All he does is he travels and he goes to all these types of Comic-Cons. He's always digging through the long boxes and short boxes to find books for his run and just to find to sell, you know, at a good price to collectors. And so he's always grabbing those like hard to find variants. Oh geez. Con exclusives, a lot of independent sellers. He grabs their books, like the one who writes Lady Killer. I can't remember her name, but he has 3 books for me on hold, and one of them is a Lady Killer book. I believe it's issue number 3, and it's the first printing. And then he grabbed me the Harley Quinn, or he had the Harley Quinn foil cover, which I asked him to hold for me, and he was selling to me dead cheap too. I just haven't ran into him in a while to get it. Yeah, exactly. Portland does do. They do both. They do Wizard World and Rose City at the same place. Hey, Rob Rise guy, how's it going? But yeah, they do it at the same big, huge convention center. And I tell you what, like Wizard World, when they did it at that convention center, they used to fill that whole place up. I mean, that whole place was filled. There wasn't a room that didn't have something to do with either movies, comic books, you name it. I mean, it was just huge, you know. And then, like we were talking about it, they just kind of went downhill. Now, when Rose City goes there, they fill the place, they pack it, and they do such a great job with having dealers there, comic book sellers, and things like that. I mean, they really knock it out of the park. The Eugene Comic-Con, though, that I was talking about, it's run by a guy that my wife grew up with through middle school and high school and everything. His name is Chris. He goes by Chris Area 51, and he's got a YouTube channel. I'm subscribed to his channel, and he goes to Comic-Cons, and when he does, him and at least 2 or 3 other people from his shop that he has in Springfield, Oregon, they go to these Comic-Cons and they tattoo, and then he has a bunch of other people that also come together with him, and they have their little booths at these Comic-Cons and they tattoo. You know, that's what they do all day long. But he goes around these shops and he buys, you know, he doesn't buy comic books as much as he does like figurines and statues and things like that. But him and his wife, you know, they go all the time to these Comic-Cons, and he's run into so many big name, I mean, artists and movie stars and musicians, mainly musicians, that him and his wife, or his wife came up with the idea that they're going to be doing, what I can tell, the very first ever Metal Con. I think that's what it's titled, Metal Con or Metal Comic-Con kind of thing. It's not a Comic-Con, but it's a Metal Con. Basically, it's going to be a convention where there's going to be musicians from all types of bands. They're going to be at this little convention. You can go there and meet them and everything. You know, get autographs from drummers to guitar players to singers of all kinds of bands. And since Chris is him and Charlie from Anthrax have a really good bond, a really good friendship. I'm hoping Charlie would show up because he's the reason why I play drums. If he doesn't show up, I'd still just love to go to meet some of these people from, you know, like Sevendust. A drummer from Sevendust is going to be there. I think some people from Five Finger Death Punch are going to be there. But it sounds like it's going to be a really cool convention, and they're actually looking for people to work this convention. And if you work the convention, the 2 days that they're going to do it, you get VIP pass. I mean, you can go anywhere and everywhere you want to go. And they're going to do like a live performance concert there too. I don't know what band's going to be performing, or if just a bunch of musicians are going to go up there and jam. But I'm definitely going, whether I work it or not, and I'm going to film that bad boy. Because this is the first time I've ever heard of this ever happening, and to be able to meet some of these musicians would just be fantastic for me, especially to meet some drummers. Just be like, ah. I mean, he's if you go to his website, you see what I'm talking about on YouTube. He's met Kirk Hammett, he's met Charlie from Anthrax, he's met some of the people from the TV show Gotham, you name it. So, yeah, go check out his channel if any of you have or haven't. Chris Area 51. Great guy. And he actually put out his own comic book too, which I showed in my last live stream. Just make sure I don't miss anything. A friend wants to play pool on the phone with me. Tomorrow night. Oh, congratulations, Huey. That's awesome, dude. 100th episode of Blast It or Stash It. That's phenomenal, bro. Congratulations, man. I can tune in that tomorrow because I don't work the next day, so I can stay up all late with you guys. That'd be awesome. And hey, Seeking Near Mint, man. I know you moved to you moved from Hawaii to the States here. So man, bro, we're gonna have to hook up too one of these times. I know there's a distance between us, but not as far as it was before. So man, maybe one of these days, you know, I can come up there and we can just meet at like a coffee shop or something, man. It'd just be cool to finally be able to meet you, and you know, maybe even just go hit up a couple of comic book stores that you know they're kind of near you. We don't have to spend anything. We can just go through and thumb through and just look at some books. Yeah, I got family in Washington, bro. Oh, I got family in Washington. Seriously, I do. In fact, I got an uncle and aunt and a couple cousins that live out there. Ah, that's fine though, man. Like I said, we don't have to go buy anything, bro. Just be cool to hang out. Maybe just go look at some books. You know, look at some wall books and just be like, yeah, whatever. Or you know, if you ever are coming down from Washington, coming down into Oregon, just let me know, bro, and I can definitely take you to some of the places where I score some serious, you know, deals on books that would normally, you know, you go to any other comic book store, they're going to charge you an arm and a leg. Oh, I definitely will, man. Okay. Yeah, I got family in Wenatchee, Washington. Yeah, but everybody, congratulate Huey's Comics on 100 episodes of Blast It or Stash It. That's awesome. That's just cool. And I heard like some of the older members of Blast It or Stash It are going to possibly be on there too. That's going to be cool, man. It'd just be great to get on there and watch your guys' show. And I understand about work schedule, Huey. Yeah. For me, it's work, come home, I got all that time, but then as soon as my kids come home, I really don't want to like be doing this too much and not spend time with the kids, because they definitely let me know that you know, I do this a little too often. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you so much for coming in here and supporting my channel. Thank you, STS guys. If you guys haven't checked out their channel, like I said before, go check out their channel. I'm pretty sure everybody has. They have a great channel. I'm just drinking beer, everybody's asleep. This is when I get to play. I already showed my books though, so I've got nothing else. Well, I have other books, but nothing special. I just was able to get them in a blind bag, and I'm not even sure if I've already showed them or not. Then I grabbed a bunch of the free preview books at Nostalgia because they seem to really put those out there. But I am working on getting the rest of my Fantastic Four books all together so I can show them in full entirety of all my Fantastic Four books. So, I might miss Hustle. I'll go see if I can. I mean, I think I know where they're at. But I was going to show my Fantastic Four collection for the Legend because I know that's his bread and butter. That's his favorite book besides the Back to the Future stuff. Okay, let me see if I can go find them. I just have to stare at Frosty Gnome and then all my little knickknacks back there. I got a bunch of stuff out in my garage. This has definitely become my little cove. They're close. They're close. They're just right in my house. I just go right to the garage door and grab them right off my shelf. So I'll be right back. He just put on a pot of coffee right on. Gosh, yeah, it's 3:23 there, huh? Me, it's 12:24 here, and yeah, there you go, the blurry. Yeah, when that light hits Iron Man, it blurs his face. Alright, I'm back. Hey Ray, how's it going? This was one thing though I gotta get in a frame. This was something that my youngest son Dylan did, and oh gosh, I love this picture. This is definitely going in a frame. I even thought about maybe getting this as a tattoo. My youngest son did this, and as soon as I saw it, the first thing I thought of was like Bob Marley, you know, his famous song about three little birds sitting by my doorstep singing sweet songs. But my wife showed me this picture. I'm like, oh my God, we have to get this. I want this picture. You know, my son did. He's such a little talented artist. Oh, got extra stuff here I didn't need. I don't know if anybody saw these coming out, but I usually, when I go to buy magazines, I got a Barnes & Noble that's not too far from me. I also have a Costco that's not too far from me. And I found out, like, buying books like this, I get them at Costco because they're a lot cheaper. Cover price on these are like $13.99. Costco will only sell these for like $9. So whenever I see these things, I grab these things at Costco. Yeah, here's a run I am trying to complete. And I'm trying to grab all these books and put them together, and I got them in my app to check them off. You had to pee. Yeah, I had to do that earlier too. Yeah, drank too many beers today. It's been a nice day. But The Path. This is number 4, and I know I have. Gosh, I'm pretty sure I already have this whole run, but I just gotta find them. I really like this story. Here's number 5 because I'm trying to organize all these. I picked all these up for 24 cents not too long ago. And then I grabbed a blind bag at Goodwill for $1.99. And I was able to get a Ginny Frizzum cover, and I believe that's in this stack. But yeah, here's Path number 21. The Path. Oh yeah, Miss Hustle. I'm not kidding you. What's great is, I mean, I talk about them all the time. Where I'm at, they have, even other than down in California, they had a St. Vincent de Paul, or they also call it Salvation Army. But up here at St. Vincent de Paul, I mean, I go in there and they'll have books for 49 cents. And then if it's a holiday, they're always open on holidays, which is kind of weird, but at the same time, it's kind of nice because then these people are able to work and they're able to get paid for it. But on holidays, they cut everything 50% off, everything inside the store. So then from 49 cents goes down to 24 cents. Just woke up. And then this, of course, is Alex Ross. It's Astro City. I've been grabbing these a lot. And some of these, I find them, like I got this one for 25 cents at Nostalgia Comics. I mean, these are the ones like 25 centers. Every once in a while, you're gonna have the roll on the spine. You're gonna have the spine ticks, but this whole thing is complete. There's nothing wrong with this book. It's definitely a reader. And anything Alex Ross, I am not going to pass it up, especially for 25 cents, 49 cents, $1. Yeah, I remember you saying that, Huey. Where you're at, they don't carry the books, and that's crazy. Because even like where I'm at, Huey, there's at least, I can count just off my hand, there's at least 3 of them, right? There's 3 of these St. Vincent de Paul stores that I can get to in about 10 to 15 minutes. And 2 of them, when they do get the books, theirs are always just usually jacked up. I mean, where the book is bent over, there's a big crease, or, definitely wouldn't make it, for me, pleasant to read. And they're always saying like, oh, they don't get the many books that they do, and they keep referring me to the one that I go to all the time, which is about 10 minutes away from me. And I go there, and I'm not kidding you, they just have a slew of comic books. Oh, thanks, Dr. Vancello. And so they'll have like a slew of comic books, and they're like 49 cents. And I'm not kidding, there's just titles and titles of Marvel, DC, Dark Horse, you name it, cross-gen, Image, I mean, you name it, they have them. And then, like I said, every time there's a holiday that comes up, Memorial Day or whatnot, they drop them 24 cents. So, yeah, Huey, one of these days you just have to kind of come up this, when you know that you're going to be coming up toward me, just let me know, shoot me a text, and I can take you to these places, bro. And, they're kind of a dime a dozen, but you should find books. I was able to get a lot of X Factor that way. Here's Excalibur number 68. Paid 49 cents for this one. Then here's The Path. This is number 20. But see, like, the only thing too that I run into with Goodwill, where I'm at, is they'll put a sticker on the book, which sucks. Oh my god, especially when I see, like, if it's a key issue book and they put a sticker on it. Now, Goodwill, hey Silverage Dave, how's it going? Goodwill, when I first heard about them actually carrying comic books, you had to go on their website. At least that's how it was for me. I had to go on their website to order the books, and they were just charging outrageous prices. And then St. Vincent de Paul, though, they actually will carry the books in their store. St. Vincent de Paul, they will not put the prices on the books. They have a price list right there, and they tell you exactly how much everything costs, and they break it down for you. So you never have to worry about there being a sticker on your book unless they got it that way. But Goodwill, they would actually put the sticker on the book, unless if it came in a bag and board, and then they put the sticker on the bag. But they started carrying it in their stores when St. Vincent de Paul started advertising on the radio. Like, hey, we got comic books, and they start realizing, oh my gosh, people are actually coming into the store and buying books. So then now they will, every once in a while, they'll take like a bag, they'll bundle them up, and then they'll put the sticker on the bag, and they'll say like $1.99 or $2.99. Then here's the giant size final issue of Exiles. It's number 100. And this one's got a little condition to it, but I figured it's the final issue. I am collecting this run. A lot of this actually signed by an artist. His name right now is eluding me, but I do like this series, so when I saw the final issue, I grabbed it. It's got a little bend in the corner there, but I don't care. It's complete. That's all that matters. Oh, that'd be cute. That would be cool, Huey. I would definitely, yeah, because I will be traveling down that way when I go to California. But we usually stop. We usually stop near you because my wife gets her Starbucks coffee. So I would love to be like, hey, dude, I'm close by you. But then if you came out, excuse me, beer talking. If you came out, it'd only be for like 10 minutes. I don't want to waste your time like that. But you know, hey, on my days off, bro, I can always just travel down that way too, because I'm not too far from you. It'd be cool to hang out and grab some books. Yeah, some keys. Oh, dude, for 50 cents? Yeah, I'm there, dude. I'm there, Huey. That's all. Oh, man, that's awesome. Thank you, man. Thank you for reaching out like that. Here's Jen, or Jean, Jen, 13. I was pronouncing it wrong last time. But either way, you know, potato, potato. Here's number 20, and of course it's a Campbell, and it's pretty cool. I got a bunch of these for 49 cents, 24 cents, even if for 30 minutes. Oh, that's cool, man. I mean, I'll let you know. I think we're going to stay there for a little bit, let the kids kind of stretch their legs. Dude, I'll text you like ahead of time. That'd be cool. Because we just stopped at that Starbucks right off the highway there. And then here's path number 22, and I believe this is the last issue for this run. So, like I said, I believe I have the complete series of this. I think most of my ones of this are in my lawn box. Hey, Comics Viewer, take care, man. Have a good night. Thanks for stopping in. And I can't wait to finally be able to meet you, hopefully at the Rose City Comic Con. That'd be awesome. Here's number 19. And then, yeah, I couldn't believe I came across these all new, all different Avengers. Yeah, and these are all Alex Ross covers. Picked these up for 49 cents. This is probably either my second or third copy of this one. I don't know. I got them all mixed up in one to two short boxes. I just throw a bunch of these St. Vincent de Paul books or Goodwill books. I throw them in these short boxes. And then I go back through them later, replace all the bags and boards, and then I finally organize them. But yeah, this is a great cover too. I have number 1. I'm going to grab like 2 or 3 copies of that and give one to my brother. Bill and Ted's Most Triumphant Return. This is number 1 of 6. Can't pass up Bill and Ted, man. Freaking George Carlin. One of my all-time favorite comedians. I mean, hands down. Love George Carlin. Yeah, and then I found a Thanos vs. Hulk number 4, and I grabbed 2 copies of it. Oh, thanks, Dr. Mangella. Yeah, Alex Ross. You know what I'm saying? It's like, and I know I have, like, gosh, another 2 more copies of that, because I gave one to my brother when he came up for the Comic-Con. But I find books like these all the time. And I just get lucky that most of them are in good condition. And here's Lord of the Jungle. And these are all done by an artist. Well, most of the covers are all done by Lucio. I'm not going to be able to pronounce it right. But Mr. Rigor Mortis, one of my brothers from another mother, he loves this artist. And I sent him RKO, or RAK, whatever. Random Act of Kindness. Sorry, tired and beer. But I sent him a bunch of books, and I thought I sent him more copies of this, and I only sent him one book. So I have a bunch more I got to send him of these, because he really likes that artist. I cannot pronounce his name for the life of me. Here's another Astro City. This is number 14, Alex Ross. What I find crazy is that I've been able to, well, I don't find it crazy, it's just amazing that I've been able to find a lot of these Alex Ross covers, either the 25-cent bin, dollar bin, or 50-cent bin. Oh man, Dr. Vantilla, I am so jelly. That's awesome. You got to see George Carlin. I freaking love him. Seriously, George Carlin is the man. My oh, thanks, Miss Hustle. I'll show it again while I'm talking. My wife's favorite comedian of all time, I want to say hers is Robin Williams. Me, I've always just been a huge fan of George Carlin. He's just, you know, and of course Eddie Murphy and things like that. I mean, there's a lot of great comedians, but George Carlin has always been one of those guys. I mean, literally, he's got like that one song. I would love to sing it about the rat shit, bat shit. You know that song. I love. Oh my God, I love that song. I memorized that song. And then there's that one where he was talking about when you go on vacation, you always take a lot of stuff with you, and then you have to pack into this little like hotel room, and then you got friends that go, hey, why don't you come visit me over here? And now you got to pack a little bit of your, he calls it shit, and you go to that place and you buy more shit, and shit keeps piling up, and you're taking back more shit than you need to. It just cracks me up. You have the complete set of Astro City, Paulo? Nice. Oh, you don't have any of the current Vertigo stuff. Yeah, you know, like I said, I've been coming across, mainly it's the Vertigo that I have been coming across. Good eye on that, bro. I didn't mention the fact that it's Vertigo. But I've been coming across a lot of these at Nostalgia Comics, either in their quarter bin. In their quarter bin, none of their... Back in... Oh, nice. I was born in 73. So, yeah. I'd kind of sneak in when my dad would watch him, and that's how I kind of learned about him. But I find a lot of these Nostalgia Comics, their quarter bins, none of their books are in bags and boards. They're usually loose. So that's where you deal with the spine ticks and stuff. But it's still, I mean, the book is still all together. There's nothing missing. No loose pages, you know. You just deal with the spine tick every once in a while and roll. Not a big deal. But then they also will, if any of their books are for $1, they put them in a bag and board, which is really cool. At St. Vincent de Paul, though, when I find them there, I'm lucky if they're in a bag and board. If they're loose, then I just hope that somebody just take the book and bend it, you know. Here's like the stuff that like Goodwill will do, is they'll put it in a loose bag like this, honestly, and then they'll have like a little price on it, which is cool. I'd rather than put the price on the bag than on the book. You know, and this was like $2.99, and I got like, I think it was like 6 books. Oh, 7. My bad, I can't count. But I grabbed this because I saw a couple of Dark Horse. You know, I saw like at least one Dark Horse because that's all that's in here, and I saw an Image and a Vertigo and a Virgin publisher book in here. And some of these books you can, you know, it's hit or miss. But then there was this one here, and you know, paper stock on this is really nice. And I'm not going to try to pronounce the names right now because I'm already seeing double. I've already had too many beers. But that's a pretty nice cover. I haven't read any of these yet. That's cool, Dr. Vantilla. Yeah, I have, you know, I have, of course, AG. He's my older brother. I have my younger brother, and I have my older sister. I'm third in my family. Third. Make sure I turn my hands right. And I have, like me, like my mom had 4 kids, I have 4 kids. And yeah, my brother AG was always there for me when I was a kid. You know, he was rough on me, but that's what older brothers do. But he definitely took care of me, and he got me into wanting to draw. Besides my sister, my sister used to love drawing horses, unicorns, Garfield, you name it. And my brother, he was more into drawing, you know, I want to say like Batman and anything with a ninja. You know, so I figured, man, if my brother could do that and my sister can, I figured I might as well start doing it too. Yeah, some of the panels in this book aren't that bad. So yeah, with these Goodwill blind bags, sometimes you kind of get lucky. But, you know, I did buy, the last time I bought these bags at Goodwill, I came across 7 copies. Oh, you're the only boy. Oh my goodness, man. Bro, how did you survive? I mean, not just being the baby, but being the only boy. Holy smokes. But the last bag I came across on these from Goodwill, I came across 7 copies of The Fly, and it was #1, and they were all Steranko covers. I was like, you gotta be kidding me, because I was able to look at the bag a little bit, and I noticed there was just 1, 2, 3, 4, and I counted about 5, and I just figured, I grabbed it, went home, opened up, had 7 copies of The Fly #1 Steranko. I was like, yes. And then there was another bag I grabbed. I saw it was Fly in there. I wasn't sure if it was Steranko because it was buried underneath like 3 other bags, or 300. It was buried under 300 books. 3 other books, not 300. Jeez. Slow down. And it was The Fly issue 2, and I got 3 copies of that, and they were also Steranko covers. Like this one here, I have no idea what this book is. It's all black and white. The artwork in it's really nice. But I'll probably take this one in, trade it in, and put the money toward my Hulk 181. Because there's a bunch of books I want to do that with. Go trade it in for credit, just put all that money toward my Hulk 181. I'm not saying this is a bad book. I just have no attachment to it, so probably trade that one in with a couple others. I believe this one here, Revival, this is #3. I believe this is the Jenny Frison. Yeah, Jenny Frison cover. Haha, right on. Well, yeah, see, that's cool. You found a silver lining. Right on, bro. Yeah, I only had 1 sister, and I have 2 brothers, 1 sister. So, you know, for me, it was like my sister was actually really nice to me. She was nicer to me than I was to her growing up. But of course, now we're older. I'm much better at, you know, I'm not that kid that thinks he knows everything anymore. You know what I mean? That's cool, man. I like that. Very well said and put. Dr. Winchell, big time. Somebody wrote a 25 in this one. 25. This one, it's a little graphic. It's pretty cool, though. Like I said, I haven't really looked at these books. Just kind of peeked through them to see if I noticed who the artist was or the writer. This book's pretty good. It's got some, you know, death, blood kind of stuff. It's called The Sword, and it's done by Image. So I'll probably like give this one a read more than the other one that I showed, and see if I like it. And if I do, I might keep it. If not, I'll definitely trade it in. And I know the title of The Girls, because I do have a few issues of those, and I do like that story. So if I like that, if I like the girl story, I'll probably like this one, The Sword. If any of you know anything about these books, you know, let me know. And if I do decide to pass them on, whatnot, I'll let you in my chat have first picks at them. But you know, I'm not saying these are the best condition, but you can definitely read them. Here's another one. Never seen this book before. but the artwork in it's pretty nice. Whoa, yeah, there's a little Heine. Bit of Heine. That's Prince book. Then Johnny Double. Never heard of this one either. It's Vertigo though. It's 2 of 4. This one probably took more of the brunt of the beating out of that pack because there's, gosh, not water damage, but definitely creases. Still all attached though. It's got big old, like, feels like a finger punch right there or something. I mean, or it feels like an embossing kind of got done there, but it's not. Wait, did I just see Batman in there? Maybe it's just an ad. I could have sworn I just saw Batman. Okay, yeah, just an ad. Yeah, some guys in the team. Beastie Boys, yeah, good band. And then this is the last one. It's Last Mortal, number 4. Never heard of this title either. I mean, I never heard of the book, but I mean, publisher, yes, Image. And this is all black and white, which is cool. I like black and white books. Yeah. Yeah, I love the Beastie Boys. Yeah, that's pretty much all the books I can think I could possibly have. Also, love the Commodores. I always keep this cassette tape right here on my desk because I got my old Sony Walkman Sports. It still works. I know what I have in here though. What I have in here is AC/DC. Or no, oops, I took out AC/DC and I put in my Judas Priest album. So, yeah, Painkiller. Saw them for that tour. That was an amazing tour. See Judas Priest, Painkiller. Ah, that one's empty. I'll go next to that one. Does it look like a transfer Walkman? If I remember correctly, and I mean, I could be wrong, but I believe this was the first Walkman that they ever pretty much put out that was water resistant. You know, like you could take a shower with this thing supposedly. Yeah, the exact same one. And then the other thing that was nice about it, I did lose the plate though on the front there, which sucks. Yeah, it has rubber buttons. Yep, and then right here, the very top, you can hook up 2 headphones to it. And I thought you can hook up 3, but I'm sorry. But see right there, you can hook up 2 headphones, so you and somebody else can actually listen to the same music, which is pretty cool. Well, kind of, sort of, Dr. Bencho, but not everything is capitalized. Usually when my coffee kicks in, I start capitalizing everything. But yeah, the cool thing was that the batteries were inside here. But what would suck is, you know, if you had to replace the batteries, and you always had to open it up, you had to pull this thing out, and yeah, grab the batteries. In fact, I should probably take these batteries out because you never want these things to start leaking acid and then don't work. Oh yeah, the black one, really. You couldn't hear for 3 days. Dr. Silver Age. Really? Silver Age Dave, you couldn't hear for 3 days? Yeah, you know, when I saw them, it was for this album right here, Painkiller. And it was a great concert. And then it wasn't too long after that, they kicked the lead singer out, and he started a band called Fight. And I have that album actually in my stereo over there that I plug in every once in a while and try to play drums to it. And I got to see him with Fight, and that was just, oh my god. They sort of sounded like Judas Priest, but I want to say they were a little bit more heavier. You don't know how or why you missed out. The only reason why I had a Walkman is because my older brother did. And when I finally was able to save up my allowance, I went out and got one. Yeah, I want to say the one concert though that I've been to, Silver Age Dave, that I could not hear afterwards. Gosh, it was when I went to the Clash of the Titans, and it was with Megadeth, Slayer, and Testament, and I want to say Anthrax, or not Anthrax. Yeah, maybe Anthrax was part of that. So it was like Slayer, Testament, Megadeth, and I want to say Anthrax. I could not hear after that concert. I was so like just, doing this. Couldn't hear a damn thing. You saw Prince, Dr. Bencha. Ah! Dang. Seriously. Prince would have been so freaking cool to see in concert. Seriously. So Comics. I know he hasn't been a part of YouTube or making videos for a long time. I still talk to him though. And So Comics is doing very well. He's doing very well. But he's a huge Prince fan, and I was able to find, which I still got to send to him. But he knows it's in my hands, and he knows he'll get it. But I found a Prince comic book that I'm going to send to him, and what he wants to do is he wants to get it slabbed and graded and give it to his mom so she could put it on her mantle or fireplace. Oh, talking about the lamp that I just mentioned off. Yeah, Silver Age Dave. I've seen a lot of shows, and I'm not like trying to brag about that. I just got to a point where, I wasn't married, I wasn't dating anybody, neither was my brother, and we both had jobs and we had our bills paid on time. So we're like, dude, concert in Sacramento, concert down in San Francisco. We were going to them all the time. We were hitting every single show that came through, whether it be AC/DC, Scorpions, Def Leppard, oh geez, Bon Jovi, Megadeth, Slayer, Testament, Anthrax, Metallica, Godsmack, Chili Peppers. That's awesome, Dr. Ventura. Awesome. Yeah, I remember when Prince, I think I became a fan of Prince when the Purple Rain movie came out. I mean, I'm going to be honest here, because I didn't know of him, because I hear his songs on the radio. Motorhead would have been cool to see. I never got to see Motorhead. But I want to say after Purple Rain, after the movie Purple Rain came out, that's when I really started to know more about Prince, started to know all the songs that he's written for many of other artists, like Kenny Rogers and Dolly Parton, the Bee Gees. I mean, just to name a few. Yeah, and I've always just had a huge respect for that man. In fact, when he passed away, they came out with those Lifetime magazines, and like I said, when I go buy my magazines, I go to Costco, because Costco has them like for $9.99 instead of paying $14 or $15, and I have both. The Life magazine and the other one, well, it's Time Life, and then I can't think of the other one right now. Grateful Dead, nice. That would have been cool to see Grateful Dead. I know that they came through Oregon not too long ago. Because when Grateful Dead's coming, because honestly, that's when, and I don't like to use the word hippie, but that's usually like when, like you'll see a lot of people come through that people call hippies, stuff like that, just because of the style of their hair and everything like that. But when Grateful Dead's coming through, because that's when they would come into your town and your city and just kind of camp out everywhere. But the music, yeah, Grateful Dead. I've always been a fan of Grateful Dead. Yeah, I like you're saying, Dr. Ventura. I've been to so many concerts. The only reason why I remember half of them is either because I have a shirt from the show or I have my concert stub. It's like I've seen like my first concert ever, hands down. Well, not hands down, but my first concert ever that I went to was Kenny Rogers, and it was at the Circle Star, and it was, oh God, what was the album? Oh, I can't remember. And then the opening act for him was a lady that sang 18 Wheels on a Dozen Roses. Rolling Stones would have been cool to see. Gosh, I love the Rolling Stones. Rolling Stones, the Beatles, I mean, you name it. My span of music is really big. The only stuff I really cannot get into is gangster rap. I can't. It's just not something for me. And there's only a few rappers that I do like, but most of my music is like, gosh, from Buddy Holly to just huge. That's cool, Dr. Vanchilla. Did you put them like in a book, a scrapbook, or anything like that? Because I know I have like my Chris Isaak. I saw Chris Isaak and I got him to sign. The first 2 times I got to see Chris Isaak, they were at country fairs, and I got him to sign my stub. And then the last time I saw him, his manager at the time said, well, he can't sign that stuff anymore. He can only sign what merchandise he has. I'm like, oh man, because I wanted to keep the tradition going, Still got the Christmas album with Dolly Parton. Nice. Yeah, in fact, I think the album I got my mom is right here of Kenny Rogers. I went to St. Vincent de Paul and found her Kenny Rogers album. Maybe I didn't leave it there. I got it here, though, somewhere. I found that in Rod Stewart. Oh, our song, man. That beer's empty. I'm gonna have to grab another one. God, I'm gonna be at 6 beers. Yeah. We'll have to see what happens after this beer. Oh man, Dr. Vanchilla, seriously? That is just... That's so awesome, bro. David Bowie and Johnny Cash. You got to shake Johnny Cash's hand. Oh my god, dude. Pink Floyd. Oh, I would have loved to be able to see Pink Floyd. Oh man. I should just change my channel to music because I love talking about music, honestly. I mean, I love talking about comic books and things like that. But honestly, I never get nervous talking about music. I love music. Yes, he should, Miss Hustle. Yes, he should. Yeah, Kenny Rogers. I grew up listening to country music because of my mom and like some people don't like to hear it, but the oldies but goodies, 50s music. I grew up on listening to that when I was a kid. Yeah, I mean, gosh, my favorite female singer all time is Patsy Cline, and then like Tina Turner. My mother-in-law, she actually, I think I've mentioned this before, she actually got to meet Elvis Presley, and it was because of her sister. That's cool. Definitely do it, Dr. Vanchilla. I think that would be just awesome to put that all into one collection so you just have those memories all in one spot. But it was because my aunt, which is my mother-in-law's sister, of course, she drew a picture of Elvis, and they were just there at Graceland, and she showed the picture up to the video camera. Excuse me, this beer's making me burp. And I guess Elvis saw it, and he says, hey, let him come in. And after that, they really got to just kind of, I guess, go and do things at his house, like when he would have events going on, things like that. That's cool, Jerry Garcia. You got to, you just walk by, said hi, and you're like, wee. That's cool. The only I've, as musicians go, I've I'm trying to remember all the ones that I've met. I know that I've met. I mean, yeah, my mother-in-law, she kind of had a crush on him, big time. I mean, what woman didn't back then, right? But they were. I mean, I wouldn't. They were good acquaintances. I'll put it to you that way. Like, there's a video out where it was like the day in life of Elvis. I believe that's what the title was. But I remember watching it with my wife because my wife just likes to watch those every once in a while. And they actually showed a picture where it was this amusement park that Elvis Presley. Hey, good night, Silver H. Dave. You have a great night. Thanks for hanging out. There's this amusement park, I guess, and Elvis Presley closed it out and only had it open to him and his friends and family. And there's a picture where he's like in these bumper cars. And the one that I saw, you see Elvis in the bumper car, and the one coming right behind him was my mother-in-law and her sister. So it was pretty cool. Yeah, have a good night, Dave. So that was pretty cool. We're watching that, like, oh my God, there's your mom, you know. I was like, my wife's like, oh my God, yeah, you know. So we called her mom up when her mom has passed since, but you know, she called her mom and said, hey, I just saw you on TV. She's like, what? You know, she thought her daughter was lying to her, and she told her. She went back and like kind of rewind it because they have like the the boxes, whatever. The only musicians I can think of that I remember meeting, of course, was like Weird Al Yankovic. I met him, and it seemed like every time that I would go to Great America when I lived down in California, I'd always run into Weird Al. I don't know how that was, but every time I'd go, which wasn't a lot, I'd always see Weird Al Yankovic there. I got to meet him. He's a great guy. Of course, I got to meet the guys from Testament. Got to hang out with them. Yeah, he used to do the movie theaters too. That's right. And then I did get to meet the guitar player from Anthrax, not Scotty Ian, but the replacement for Danny Spitz. Then I got to meet. Thanks, Dr. Ventura. And then I got to meet. Oh gosh, Vixen, which was hilarious. All female group. What I mean by hilarious, it was because back then they weren't taken serious. You know, a lot of guys were just kind of going after them because of the way they looked, but they were actually really good musicians. I mean, honestly, not only can they sing, but all those women can play every instrument that they were playing, and they could just play just as good as the guys did. That's why I liked them. Besides, yeah, they were good looking. Vixen was a really good looking female group, and I can say that because I was single back then. I was a kid. I was a teenager. Hormones, you know. This show's probably going for 2 hours. And then I know I have met Lane Stanley and oh geez, Jerry Cantrell. I met them briefly with the two guitar players from Slayer, Kerry King, and I can't think of the other guy's name. Oh man, yeah, I think that's about it. Mostly for musicians, but I've seen a lot of bands. So I mean, I've probably seen them. I mean, most. I mean, it was mostly from the '80s going through the '90s that I was hitting all these concerts like crazy. But I want to say one of my favorite concerts, though, and it was mainly because it was just me and my wife, and we got to go out on a date night, which was very rare. Yeah, exactly. Dr. Mitchell, yeah. But it was a show we went to. We got to go see Bryan Adams. I know there's a lot of people that don't like Bryan Adams, and a few people that do. I've always loved Bryan Adams, but we got to go see him, and it was in Eugene, a town not too far from us in Eugene, Oregon. And the tickets were, they're kind of spendy, but for me and my wife were like, you know what, when's the next time he's going to come through? So we go to the show and we didn't know what to expect. We didn't know if it was going to be him, the full band, or whatnot. Because it just said Bryan Adams acoustic, so we weren't sure. We get there, it was just him and another guy playing piano. That was it. So the whole show, I mean, I felt like I was like on VH1 not Storytellers, but VH1 Unplugged or MTV Unplugged, or whatever you want, because I know MTV kind of copied VH1 back then. Yeah, he's from Canada too. But I've always, me and my wife, we've always like we're able to connect a lot with Bryan Adams' music. Besides, she's Bee Gees and things like that. I love the Bee Gees and the Commodores, so we went and saw the show, and it was just so intimate. I didn't say that word right, but it was just cool just to like see him and a piano player, and he played all of his songs, all of his hits, and he told stories behind each song, like the song Heaven, how he came up to write that song Heaven. For most of you, if you don't know, I'll go and tell the story. It was kind of funny. He said that he was sitting at home, he's just chilling, hanging out, and he got a call from his agent. And his agent told him, "Hey, I got this, this deal for you, and it's really gonna help your career. It's gonna just shoot you up there, And he's like, "Okay, what is it?" He says, "Well, I got a chance for you to write a score for a movie." And he's like, "A movie?" And he goes, "Yeah." He goes, "Okay, what is it? What is it called?" He says, "The movie's called Heaven." So he wrote that whole song out for this movie he thought was called Heaven, which it was. He didn't realize it was for a porno. So he's telling us all this, and we're sitting there and going, "Oh my God!" I mean, there wasn't a dry eye in the house. Everybody was laughing and crying so hard, because it was just so funny how he expressed how this song came to be for a porno. He's like, "Oh my God!" He says, "If I would have known, I would have changed up the lyrics a little bit." So it's kind of funny to hear that, and then but he was so nice too, because we weren't sure if we were able to walk up there later and take pictures with him, because you could buy a package to see him, before the show starts, but that was just so pricey. I would love to hear that story, Dr. Van Cho. That'd be awesome. I really would. That would be cool. God bless Ellis, man. I would love to hear that story, Dr. Van Cho. I really would. Seriously, I would. Right on. Yeah, the Bryan Adams show was really great. I mean, it was just so set nice. And then a week later, we saw Chris Isaak, which was kind of in the same setting, but he had his whole band there. And oh my God, man, Chris Isaak will not only will he leave the stage and just kind of come out there and hang out with you out there playing his guitar and singing, but he actually sat down this lady's lap and was sitting there the whole time playing his guitar, looking at her, singing, and he gave her a kiss on her cheek and got back up on stage. And then he went up above to the people above us, and he was doing the same thing. It was really cool. He puts on a great show. I did get to see the Doobie Brothers. They went to a fair down when I was living in California, and they also came up to Oregon. Nice. Then I either way, bro, Dr. Van Cho, if you want next live stream, if you talk about that, I will definitely tune in, and I will definitely listen, because I'd love to hear that story. I really would. I love hearing stories like that. Seriously, I do. For me, it's like I can like close my eyes and I can just imagine, what it would feel like and what it would be like, to hear that story. That'd be cool. That'd be really cool. Gosh. Oh wow, it's 1:12 here. I didn't realize what time it is. Oh man. I know I'm definitely seeing double though now. This is like my 7th beer. But it's all good. I ain't driving nowhere. Yeah, I would just love to like talk about music all day long. I got a friend, he wants me to figure out how I can start sending him some type of live stream or a decent video audio clip that I can send him where me and he can both jam. And I told him about Google Hangouts. I said, you know, that's probably the best that I can do on my end. Because he plays guitar, and I used to be in a band with him a long time ago. Me, him, and my brother AG, believe it or not. And it was a lot of fun. God, we used to go up there and just play Metallica, Alice in Chains, Megadeth, Slayer. You know, then we had our own stuff. Our own stuff was okay. It was good enough for us. Oh no, Dr. Vencho, you're not hijacking anything, bro. Seriously. I try to let everybody in here know. If you ever talk about like you got a video coming out or if you got a contest, I let people know, please just put it in here. This is how we can find out, you know, what's going on. You're not hijacking anything though, Dr. Vencho. Trust me, you're not. I mean, if anything, now I definitely want to see your next live stream because I want to hear this story. This sounds like it would just be like one of those stories that I can, you know, just get sucked into, that I would want to hear every single moment of it, you know? Seriously. I mean, if there was a way, Dr. Vencho, that I knew how to like send a link from my live stream to where if you had a time you could jump in, I would do it. Because Frost is actually going to come over. I talked to Frost, Undisputed Frost, about this, to come over and help me better do this program to where I can use a condenser mic and everything like that, because I have all that stuff for recording for my drums and, you know, vocals and everything. So he told me, yeah, he'd definitely love to come over here and help me set this up to where I have it, you know, just hooked up choice. I mean, that's like to use words, choice. You know what I mean? So then I can maybe have him show me how to work this. You know, I can send out links, so if someone wanted to jump in here and, you know, just chat about whatever, you know, because then I'd be like, hey, pop in here, man, talk. You know what I mean? It'd be so cool. When I figure that out, trust me, I will. I'll start like putting the link in here. So if anybody just wanted to jump in and chat, you don't have to show yourself if you don't want to. You just, you know, come in here and talk. It'd be awesome. I think after this beer, though, definitely call it a do. Because I know my kids are going to be up come sunrise and shine, and I'll be still sitting there going, you know, I don't snore as much. But when I have the allergy season, like I am this year, oh my God, I do snore. My wife will, you know, nudge me. That'd be awesome, Dr. Vencho. Please, please, no rush, man. Take your time. I'd love to see that picture too. And I'll have to see if my wife will let me borrow that picture that she has of her mom and her aunt with Elvis in the middle. And it's funny, he's wearing, I know I've told this before, but I don't mind telling. I think it's just awesome that mother-in-law knew Elvis. But he's wearing like a jumpsuit, because I guess that night he was on a nice like outfit, I guess, like, you know, not jumpsuit, but outfit, and he was showing off doing some karate moves, and he ripped his pants. So then he had to go change and get into a jumpsuit, and that's the picture. He's standing like this, he's smiling with my mother-in-law and my aunt right next to him, which is just amazing. I did ask her though. I did ask my mother-in-law. I said, "Was Elvis a good kisser?" I just got to know. She goes, "A woman doesn't kiss and tell." I'm like, okay, then you just told me, yeah. But, you know, of course, that was before she met my father-in-law. You know, hey, she was young, having a good time. Rest in peace, Mom. I definitely will have to ask my wife first, you know, because that's her mom, you know. So it's out of respect, but yeah, I miss her every day. She was beautiful woman, beautiful woman. I'll never forget the day that I'll tell this quick story real quick if you guys don't mind. I have 5 watchers. That's all good. But I remember the day I came up and asked for my wife's hand in marriage. Her mom was in the bathroom putting on her eyebrows, right? And her dad was out in the living room. My wife had a ring on, but she had it turned around where you couldn't see it. And I asked her dad's hand. Asked her dad if I could have his daughter's hand, in marriage. And he said, he kind of looked at me kind of sternly, and I knew he had guns, so I knew, it's like, oh man, here comes the gun story. But he just goes, well, if you promise to take care of my daughter, kind of thing, you have my blessing. So then he tries calling out, his wife and stuff, and she wasn't going to come out. I was like, no, you got to come out. It's good news. Come on, you got to come out. She's like, no, I'm not going to come out. So he goes, come on, you got to come out here. She goes, I haven't drawn on my eyebrows yet. And she goes, oops, did I say it out loud? And I just started laughing, right? So she comes out, and, her dad lets her know what's going on, and I asked her mom if it would be okay if I married her daughter. And she just looks at her daughter, and the first thing she says is, she goes, did you know this was going on? She goes, yeah, Mom, here's my ring. And it was like, after that, it was just, written in the stars. Hey, take care, Ray. Thank you for stopping in here, man. I'm almost done my beer, too. I probably got to get in bed. Because, man, if I'm not up when my kids get up, the waffles will be gone, and the cereal, the best cereal in my house, will be gone. Now I'm stuck with, like the cereal they don't want, and there'll be no waffles. Man, Tat needs his waffles, especially when they're chocolate or blueberry. You know what I mean? Can't pass up on blueberry or chocolate waffles. I mean, if I want to make that better, it would be chicken with it. I'm serious. Chicken and waffles is good. But hey, Dr. Ventura, I can't wait to see that video. Definitely, I got you on alert, so it'll pop up and tell me you got a video. I'd definitely love to see that video and hear that story. Sounds like it'd be amazing. Thank you, Ray, for hanging out, and Dr. Ventura for hanging out as long as you have. Miss Hustle, as always, pleasure to have you here. You're awesome. And Matilda, thank you, Jason. Thank you for coming in here and hanging out with me. Late Night Tat, Silver Age Dave, thank you so much, man. Love your channel. Paulo Costa, too, man. Brother, awesome channel. Comics of the Bueller, local boy for me, man. Can't wait to finally be able to meet you and just be able to talk comics, or just not even talk comics, whatever, man. Just hang out, get some books. Huey's Comics. What can I say? Blaster Stash It. 100th episode coming up. Please, everybody, go check that out. Show them this guy some love and support. Missing anybody here? And I'll give you a text, Huey, if I think I'm going to be there longer than 10 minutes. I don't want you to have to leave your house and hang out for like 10 minutes. That would suck. STS guys, thank you for stopping in. Seeking Internet Comics, bro, from Hawaii, bro. You know what I'm saying? Thank you for coming here, bro. Rob the Wise Guy, thank you, brother. That's awesome, man. Another great channel, though. Go check out Rob. I know everybody knows Rob, but if you don't, go check him out, man. I know that Diamond was in here. Diamond Love, I believe that's how it goes. Diamond Love. Matilda. Count Von Strange. GLS Comics. Cholula's Comics, my brother from another mother. Man, me and him kind of coming up around the same time on YouTube was cool. That's it. Wow. I didn't forget anybody. Yay for me. It's the first time. Gosh, that thing never come down. There we go. I think I'm almost there. Hey, you too, Dr. Ventura. Thank you so much, man. Thank you seriously for hanging out with me. You guys all have a great night. This is Tech Comics saying rock on, enjoy your day, and yeah, I'll be watching videos in the morning, I promise. Gotta bring my little arrow over here. There it is. I feel like Mhm. 2 hours ago. Wow. My God, man, I was long. I was long.